Hi folks, so this is your video for level 1 for your composition assignment using Noteflight, which is a new app we're going to be experimenting with this year. So if you're watching this video, I assume that you're already in your Google Classroom page. That's where you got this video from. So you'll see that there's a level 1 assignment, and in that level 1 assignment is a link to Noteflight. So we're going to click on that, and it is going to take you, well, first, the first time you'll have to log in using Google. So I'm just going to click here. And I've got a few different Google accounts, but you'll just have one. So you'll just click on your account and it should do it automatically. But if it asks you for your password, it's just your regular Google password for your school account. Okay. So it will bring you straight to your level 1 assignment. So for each level, there'll be a different kind of digital worksheet where you're going to do some composing or do something, learn something new each level. So level 1, we're just going over the absolute basics. We're going to learn to enter notes and rests, just how to create a simple melody by writing it out. Okay, sorry, I'm going to keep this here so that I can watch the time there. That's just a window of my recording. Okay, so anyways, so level 1, use the music staff below to rewrite the melody in the first 4 measures. Make sure that the notes and rhythms match perfectly. So all you're going to do is I've written a simple little melody here for you, and you're going to copy it and do the exact same thing below. Okay, just to figure out how to enter notes and rests correctly. Now up here is a play button, so I can listen to the melody that I've written. So if we click play, let's listen to it. Okay, so not super thrilling melody, pretty boring stuff, but level 1's just about learning the basics, how we're going to enter our notes, okay? So up here, we can see that we've got different kinds of notes. Whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, and we've got rhythm dots and ties, which we're not going to learn about now. We'll worry about those later. But if you know what they are already, excellent. And your page might have a whole bunch of other buttons here. Let's put some other stuff up there too. Okay, so you might have all kinds of different buttons here. So if that's the case, what I want you to do is go to the menu here, pull down the menu, and just make sure that duration is the only one that's checked, okay? Because the notes are the only ones that we need to use right now, okay? So just so that it's not too confusing with all kinds of other buttons there, we're just going to make sure that the only thing we've picked is duration. So this is what I've got to work with, okay? So I've got this melody here, and I'm going to enter it down below, okay? And so I can see that I'm starting with a bar of quarter notes. So I'm going to click on quarter notes right here. And I'm going to click on the measure I want to enter and just enter what I see. So I see middle C, D, E. Okay, so far so good. Everything's looking the same. Now, oh, I entered the wrong note. Darn. I was supposed to enter an F, but I did a B. So I'm going to try to click an F down below. And if you're having trouble entering something like right now, it's not, I've got the whole measure selected, and so I can't enter the note. So just make sure one note is selected. I'm going to put F down below. Oh, geez, that didn't work because now I've got 2 notes together making some harmony. So what I need to do is I need to delete the wrong note. So I'm just going to use the keyboard and click delete. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. So next bar, I see an 8th note. So I'm going to click on 8th note. Oh, shoot, another mistake. That turned that into an 8th note because that note was selected. So I'm going to change that back into a quarter note to fix that. And I'm going to make sure I'm working with the next bar. And I'm going to click on my 8th note. Now, right now it's rests because there are no notes. It's rests until I start to enter notes. So I'm going to click my 8th rest, but I'm going to change it into a note. G, and I'm just walking back down. F, E, D, and then here, next one. So I'm going to select, oh, see again, I didn't enter the right rhythm. I've got an 8th note for C, but it's supposed to be a half note. So all I need to do is just change it into a half note by clicking on half note. Problem solved. And you can see that those rests that were over here, if I change back to 8th note, we've got some rests here. When I change it to half note, those rests disappear because there's not any more beats left to use in that measure now. So Noteflight will make sure that you are using the exact number of beats in every bar. It won't let you go wrong there. Okay, so moving on, next bar, I'm going to enter a quarter note. Oh, it did a half note because that's what I selected before, so no big deal. I'm going to change it into a quarter note, and then it automatically put the rest there because it's only taking up one beat. Now I'm going to move with my arrows over, and I'm going to leave that as a rest, and I'm going to move over here, and that's a half rest, a 2-beat rest. I want it to be a quarter rest, so I'm going to change it to a quarter rest. Okay, and I'm going to leave that as a rest. So with my arrows on my keyboard, I'm going to move over here, and then I'm going to enter my note, which is E. So I'm going to enter, oh darn, I entered the wrong note again. So if I enter the wrong note, there's 2 ways I can fix it. I can either, or there's 3 ways I can fix it. I can delete it and just enter it again. Okay, that's fine. Or if I enter the wrong note, I can just click on the note, hold it down and click with the mouse and then just drag it. Let's see, drag it up and down. Okay, and put it where I want it to go. Or I can just use the arrows up and down with the keyboard until I get it to the right spot. Okay, and last, we're going to enter a C. Now it changed it to a quarter note, but I of course want it to be a whole note. So I'm going to change it to a whole note. And that looks pretty good. Let's check, make sure everything looks the same. Yeah, looks good to me. Now I'm going to listen to make sure it sounds the same. So I should hear the exact same melody play 2 times in a row. Let's check it out. Okay, so I guess I'm done level 1. Awesome. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to connect and click on that. And that just allows you to turn in your assignment or hand in your assignment and send it to me. So I'm just going to click turn in. And it will take a second, turning in Google Classroom assignment, waiting, and then it's done. Now if I discover I've made some mistakes, I can easily unsubmit and fix my mistakes and then turn it in again. Okay, so that's great. And let's see over here. And if I reload that, it now shows that I've finished that because I turned it in Noteflight already. Okay, so Noteflight and Google Classroom are connected together, which is awesome. So if you click submit in Noteflight, it will automatically turn it in with Google Classroom. So I am done level 1. Excellent. You're ready to move on to level 2.